Hey everyone, Brian from Workshop Addict, and Ego has come up with a solution for string trimming that makes loading the line in your head super simple. This new head that they have out automatically winds itself with the power of the motor that turns the head. There's a lot of things that they took into consideration, taking away the need for you to fine thread that needle when you're putting the line through. You don't even have to look at the other hole. You just push the line through a large opening, comes out the other side. It holds 15 feet of line, so simply thread 7.5 feet through, push the button, and it winds itself. Now that is awesome in itself, but they packed a lot more into this unit, and we're gonna go from the head to the battery on this and go through what they have here and why they did it. So stay tuned. So when you look at this trimmer, here is where all the amazing things happen inside this head. Now you can pull this apart and wind the string manually if your auto feed ever failed, but the tool has a good warranty and good warranty service behind it, so I wouldn't worry about it. There is a new motor in here. It is the same power as the 15-inch string trimmer of the past, but this motor had to run in reverse to wind the string, so they had to upgrade it a little bit. On the bottom, there is a pad here that spins. It reduces the wear when you're bump feeding on this head, and you can see here the very wide hole that you string the thread through to load it. This is 0.095 twisted wire, and they use this twisted string to help with some of the efficiency of the battery operated string trimmer, but you can go up to 0.105 string. I would try to stay with a twisted string. You'll find that the battery life is going to be a little bit better because the aerodynamics are there. To load the head, here's your power feed button. You simply push that. And if you're using this string trimmer and you're having trouble with it cutting the line, just take a file and take some of this paint off the edge of the line cutter. There's some powder coat or paint on there that will initially slow this unit from cutting the line. This system right here is proven. You have no issues with the motor design, or the breathability of this, and it's connected up through this carbon fiber shaft. So let's talk about why they put a carbon fiber shaft in this unit. So carbon fiber, what is it? It's a material that is stronger than steel, lighter than aluminum, but here it gives this unit rigidity. Usually when you see this on cars, this stuff would be very thin, and it was almost paper thin. But in this case, it's not used for a weight savings, because if you look at the weight of this unit or the standard aluminum shaft 15-inch string trimmer, they're the same weight. It's used to reduce the flex from the head to the handle, so when you're bump feeding, it's very, very tight. Now, if you bought yours at Home Depot or are looking at it currently, you'll find that you have this aluminum piece in the middle. That's a two-piece, one-time use. And this piece is here simply so they can stock it on the shelf. Makes it easier for them to get in those bays and to ship it over. Be careful while you're putting this together. You have one bolt that goes through here. It's meant for one-time use, and you're going through cast aluminum. You can strip this out. Although if you do, I'm sure it's a warranty thing, but think about this. They will be coming out with this string trimmer in a one-piece unit available on the HomeDepot.com as a SKU or in dealers. So you can buy this unit without this piece in the middle. Now, if you ever get to a point where you have to tighten one of these up, there is a slight bit of room in here to tighten these two pieces up if this ever got loose. But this carbon fiber is thicker, and it should not become an issue over time. This is going to be a good shaft. Believe it or not, this can take almost 240 pounds worth of force before it'll break. This handle up here is adjustable, so you can put it wherever you want, and simply all put together, this is a very solid and great shaft to have on this unit. If you've used some of the older Ego string trimmers, you notice that the safety on this model is different. This safety is the same as the power head unit that they have out, and it's very easy and applied with your thumb. You'll hear it click when it goes in, and then you can pull the trigger. Now you'll notice if you use this and you very quickly pull the trigger that the head will not turn. That's a fail-safe in case you happen to set this down, engage that safety, and pull the trigger while you're working on this head. It's just an extra safety that's in there. It doesn't get in the way while you're using it, but if you just sit and just mess with it like that and go, why isn't it turning on? And it should be, It's because this head is motorized and nobody wants to have this accidentally turn on while you're working on the head. Comfort-wise, this is all adjustable with this handle. Very similar Ego feel. I like it just the same as the power head. Now when you get down to this end, the battery slides in and out. Ours came with a 2.5 amp hour battery, which is going to easily get you approximately 30 minutes of string trimming time in the real world, not 30 minutes of constant running. So if you have an acre and a half yard and you want to go around and string trim everything, you'll have no issues with this battery. You can also upgrade to a 7.5 amp hour battery or a 5.0 amp hour battery. One complaint that I've had with Ego from the beginning, when you look at their batteries, you push the button, lights up green. It'll light up red when it's dead. So when you have 15%-ish of the battery left, it'll turn red. But these batteries will recover slightly. So if you drain a battery, set it down, let it sit for a couple hours, push that button, it'll turn green. You'll put it in the machine, you'll go out and you'll go to use it. You get about 3 minutes in, dead battery. I really wish they'd put a fuel gauge on this thing. At some point, Ego's leading the way in some of the battery operated outdoor power equipment, but they're like the only one without a fuel gauge. Someday we're going to get that, I hope. The battery charger on this unit, pretty simple. Plug it in, it gives you lights. It's got fans in it to keep everything cool. Battery technology here is awesome. Batteries have lasted for us. We've got some that are 3-4 years old. No issues, still holding a charge and still working well. For the price of this unit, it is well worth it. I mean, you're getting into a string trimmer that's going to get you away from gas. It's going to simply work very well, and it's not priced that bad, and the warranty and the warranty service behind it has been excellent. In fact, while these are made in China, if you call their warranty service line, you're calling a number in Michigan or Chicago. Now, if you're looking at some of the in-action shots and going, man, everything is dead and brown. It's February here in Michigan, so we were able to get out on one of the nicer days and use this model. It performed excellent, reminded us a lot of the power head unit that has a saw or a string trimmer or an edger that goes on it. The power on this thing is excellent. We're going to continue to dive into this and give you another video in the spring of what we see with this unit as far as how it works around the house, how it works a little bit more in green grass, and then we're going to try to compare it to the straight shaft without the split carbon fiber one and show you the differences between the two and kind of give you some insight on where you can get that one and why you might want it. So make sure you subscribe to our channel so you get a notification of that video. Also give us a like, follow us on social media. We appreciate your time, guys. Have a great day.